The latest film from the Russo Brothers, The Gray Man, has dropped, so I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. Hi, my name is Nathan, and I talk about a bunch of movies on this channel. If you're new here, down below in the comment section, share what you thought of The Gray Man over on my channel. I have more content like this. You could check those out right now when this video is over. And down below in the comment section, share what you thought of The Gray Man. Now, let's just head straight into our review. This is an interesting one for me because it's very hurt by how big of expectations people have for this film. It's obviously directed by the Russo Brothers. It has a $200 million budget, and it has a talented cast with Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans, Ana de Armas, Billy Bob Thornton. They're all in this movie, and you would expect it to transcend the genre, the action thriller genre, because of that, and it does not do that. Even the Russo Brothers were on top of the world. They have $2 billion movies, and they could have done basically anything. And they chose this movie and last year's Cherry. And it's an interesting choice for the Russos because it really is just another one of these movies. Just another action thriller. It doesn't transcend the genre. It doesn't provide anything new for the genre. And so it's a very interesting project that they would take. But the movie is fun. It's quick moving. It's fine. It's fine in those categories. I think that there are some charismatic leads. Ryan Gosling doing something mainstream. It's really fun to see, and him punching guys in the face and stuff. I'm into those sort of things. So what I'm trying to say is, it's a generic movie, but it's a good action movie. That's basically what it is. Because of that, even one directed by the Russos, who could have done whatever they wanted, I'll probably forget about it next month, because there's a bunch of these action thrillers out there. A lot of them are done by Liam Neeson, and so it's a good version of one of those action thrillers, but doesn't really add anything new to it. And to me, there was an unnecessarily high budget of $200 million, because there's a lot of shots in this movie where it's flying around a castle, or it's cutting from one guy and then going all the way to another shot. That sort of thing. It doesn't look like CGI, but it didn't really add much to the movie either. And so those are cool shots, but I don't think the movie needed to be spent $200 million to make and produce. But the film is watchable. It's fun to see that cast and the Russos behind the camera. And I think it's a watchable film. I'm fine with the film. And it does have a good sense of humor. Like, they managed to take some humor and plop it into the movie without having to break the tension in any way. The tension still goes on, and that's what I really enjoyed about this film, is that it actually did have a sense of humor. It had some humorous moments, and so I enjoyed that about the movie as well. And with an action thriller, I think you have to talk about the action itself in the movie. And I think the action is handled really well. That's just the $200 million budget plopped into this movie. Just doesn't really add anything to the movie. But it is the action. It does have some nice choreography, and I like the type of action present in this movie. It's more regular action thriller type. It's not quick cut, shaky cams or anything like that. And so the action was fine in this movie. But with a $200 million budget, like, you have fireworks going off everywhere in one of them, you have smoke going off everywhere. Like, it's just unnecessarily, so that I'm not really sure if that really added anything to the movie to anybody. Another thing about this one you gotta talk about is Chris Evans' character. He's the villain of this movie, and it's just so fun to see him play this total douchebag of a character, this total horrible person. And you forget that's who he used to play in the Zeros. For 10 years in the 2010s, he was playing Captain America. And so, jump forward to this movie, he's going back to what he used to play. And he used to play this, like, I can't really explain it, but you guys know what I mean. The character in Fantastic Four, Johnny Storm, he used to play that kind of guy. And it's fun to see him go back to playing this sort of person. And so, it's a simple movie about, some guy gets betrayed by his agency, somebody gets kidnapped, there's a bigger bad in their room. It's stuff like that this movie's about, but it's a fine movie, so overall, I would give it a B. But I'll probably forget about it next month. And so, there you have it. That is my take on the Russo Brothers' latest film, The Gray Man. Down below in the comment section, share what you thought of The Gray Man. Over on my channel, I have more content like this. You can check those out when this video is over, which is right about now. And remember, down below in the comment section, share what you thought of The Gray Man. Click that like button if you enjoyed this video. And be sure to subscribe. It really helps a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.